Father Pat, fantastic Friday, and I'm thrilled to be here. Today, I wanted to do one on Memorial Day. You know, we're coming up to Memorial Day, and we remember all our dear military people who gave so much of their lives. So many gave their lives to make us the nation and freedom that we have. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about a Memorial Day for me. Memorial Day is a time when we remember. And for me, it takes me way, way, way back to my leaving the hospital in 1953. It's hard to believe, but there's a woman I'll remember till I meet her in heaven again. She was just a darling, darling nurse who cared for me full time in the hospital. There just wasn't enough she could do for me. I was in the hospital 5 months with TB meningitis, and Lillian Skinner just couldn't do enough for me. She and her husband, Fred, just adopted me. They had no kids of their own. And so I was like their child. They couldn't do enough for me. And when I think of Memorial Day, I think of the Skinners, Lillian and Fred. They just did so much. I don't remember the first couple of months in the hospital. I was in a coma. I went in July of 1953 and was there until December of 1953. And they were just family for me. My mom didn't drive. Dad, of course, was working full time to take care of the whole gang of us kids. And so Mom would bum a ride somehow to get there. I don't think she got to the hospital every single day, but it was pretty darn close. She was there. And Lillian Skinner was just my angel from God. There wasn't enough that she could do. And it was just a wonderful gift having her. When I think of Memorial Day, I think of the people who have touched my life. We think of all the military. God bless them, God rest so many of them who made it possible for us to be here. And I think of Lillian, who was really my gift. She couldn't do enough to keep me alive and well in that hospital. When I was there probably 2 or 3 months when I finally came to from the meningitis, from the coma and whatnot. And she just couldn't do enough to walk me through life, to get me started again. I remember when it was decided I should start walking again. Well, I hadn't walked in months. I was out of it. She would take me by the hand. We'd do the promenade and walk down the hallway, up and back. She just was such a nurse, a therapist, a counselor, a friend, Lillian Skinner. She just, when I think of Memorial Day, I think of the Skinners. When it was getting near to my being able to come home again after 5 months in the hospital, it was she who prepared me. And what a gift it was. She was there with tears as I was taken out of the hospital in my father's arms. I was supposed to go on I think the 21st of December, and it was a gorgeous sunny afternoon. I was just so excited. They had me all dressed up in my Sunday best that Mom and Dad had brought, and Dr. Warren, the physician who cared for me like a father, and he called up and he said, "No, it's damp outside. I just don't dare let him go out in this." The greatest disappointment of my life. But what's a friend for? Lillian Skinner said, "Don't worry about it, Patrick, we're going to take care of you." And she took me down to the cafeteria, whatever that was in those days, and got me a bowl of ice cream and whatnot to survive the night. It was so good. And the next morning, the nurse came in, threw up the shades in my room, and she wanted to know if I could see outside. And I said, "Not really." She said, "It's snowing." Well, that was supposed to make me excited, but it made me cry. He wouldn't let me go home yesterday. Now, with snow, he's not going to let me go home again. Well, Dr. Warren came in and proved me wrong. He came in, he gave me a final checkup in the hospital and said, "Okay, you're set to go home." I couldn't believe it. They took me home, and Fred and Lillian Skinner came to visit me at home and got me all set, and brought me Christmas gifts and whatnot. I had more Christmas gifts than Carter had liver pills that year. It was just incredible, the love that was poured out for this little blind kid. I didn't know I was blind until I began to live. The meningitis wiped out my memory of the first 9 years of life. I don't remember what they were like those 9 years. And they wiped away my experience memories. I don't remember what it's like to see normally at all. When I got home, it was so exciting. Dad drove me home in his international pickup. And we got home. My brothers were out shoveling snow. It was a big winter blizzard in northern Maine. And I remember feeling a snowflake fall on my nose. The little things that you remember vividly, it was just so touching, so magnificent. That's my first Memorial Day, remembering Lillian and Fred Skinner and remembering my whole family welcoming me home. The doctors thought I would be home for a few days, a week or so at most, and would suffer a relapse. We'd go back to the hospital. and die. But they were wrong. I never had a relapse. I never went back to the hospital. I think it was 30 years before I went to the hospital after that. But what a gift. That's my Memorial Day. Christmas of 1953. It was just a beautiful, beautiful memory. When I think of Memorial Day, and I think of all those who did so much to keep us alive and to keep us safe, and my thoughts automatically go to the Skinners, to Lillian and her dear husband Fred. They'd visit me at home. They were just incredible. Memorial Day for us is a time to remember. Remember, first of all, yes, all of our GIs, all who did so much to make our lives possible again. And it's a time to remember all those who've enriched our lives. Not only the military, but our families, our loved ones. I pray may God bless them all this Memorial Day. May He bless those who blessed us and help us to bless others as we have been blessed.